Oh my god. Good morning. It's very windy.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the third and final video from our cruise on board P&O Aurora. And yes, the cruise curse strikes again as this is our cruise to nowhere. We're still determined to have a great time on board, so come along and see what we get up to.
It's 6 AM and we're both woken up by the motion of the ocean and it's bright blue skies, so that's good. Oh my god.
So we're actually in the middle of all of the Channel Islands at the moment, so...
Oh yeah. So where's the other? Oh yes, you can see one ran to the back.
That might be the best we get to see you guys.
Yeah. Hello. Bye. Yeah, it's about to be our cruise to the Channel Islands.
There they are.
Back to Southampton.
Lovely all this board.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, they are setting up everything today, so maybe that means there's going to be no tenders.
But it could also be that the weather's going to be better as well.
Yeah.
So.
St. Peter Port's final station this morning, the winds experienced on our approaches were very strong, gusting up to 55 knots with heavy 3 to 4 meter seas. These conditions are expected to remain the same throughout the day, and taking into consideration that you will be travelling ashore by ship. In conjunction with our colleagues in Southampton and Hamburg, I have regrettably made the decision to cancel our call.
A 3-day cruise to nowhere.
Yeah.
So we have made it to the Channel Islands. We can look out, we can see Guernsey, we can see Jersey, we can see Sark. And this is as close as we're going to get.
It's not meant to be, but...
No. Whilst we were in the whirlpool this morning at 8 AM, the captain came on to announce that because of the wind and the condition of the sea, that it wasn't going to be safe to do the tendering from the ship into St. Peter's Port on Guernsey. And so, unfortunately, our day at Guernsey has been cancelled.
We had a feeling it was coming.
Yeah,
Like-
I mean, you will have seen the what it was like this morning. So we were expecting it.
Yeah. Are we a crew member on a ship? No. could we work out that we probably weren't going to get into Guernsey? Yes. So it didn't really come into a that if we can work out that there's clearly not great conditions, then yeah, I think that says it all, really, doesn't it?
Yeah. So the captain did say that they had looked at alternative places that we could have gone to, but there was nowhere kind of close that was any better. So rather than getting off P&O's Aurora today, we're staying on for our second sea day, which does mean that our whole 3-night mini cruise has been from Southampton to nowhere, to the English Channel.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Just what we wanted.
Yeah.
We're not having very much luck with cruises, are we, recently?
No.
Like, it's fine. It is what it is. Like, it's a risky take, and it's how you deal with these scenarios, isn't it? That I think, like, whether are you going to let it ruin your day? Some people will. You can tell from their faces out there.
Yes.
But what's that going to achieve? You may as well try and have a good time.
Yeah. So they have said that they will do missed ports letters automatically dropped to our rooms later, so we'll be able to claim some of the money for the cruise back for our travel insurance. And if you ever happen to book a cruise and find that we're on board, best make sure you got some good travel insurance too. So rather than getting off and exploring today, we are going to continue just to make the most of what Aurora has to offer. It's just going to be a fairly chilled day for us, isn't it? They are putting on some extra activities if you wanted to. There is the football later as well. So really looking forward to that.
Can't wait. We're going to make use of the time to go and hopefully be able to get in the hot tubs or do whatever. Go to somewhere that's normally busy, and we should be able to get in there all right.
Yes.
We're going to be doing some eating.
And apart from that, we will be doing some eating, yes, absolutely. So we've had our breakfast in the main dining room. And this evening we are going to Sindhu, so that's something to stick around for, maybe. Please, don't leave us out here at sea all day.
We won't be able to eat by the time we get to Sindhu. We'll force it down.
I will. Cool.
Lights are shining bright. My friends are in the club. We'll go all night. I see you in the back. The mood is right. If I just had your number, I would let you know how I feel.
So we're back in the main dining room for lunch, and we're having put on a table for 4. So we're a little bit concerned, aren't we?
A little bit concerned. I'm very concerned because, like, we asked for a table of 2.
Yeah. Hopefully, I just thought they'll give us some seats here.
Yeah.
More space for extra food, maybe.
Hello.
Hello.
And please, could I have the crispy chicken burger?
Yeah.
And then for pudding, I'll have the apple brown Betty, please.
Okay, burger and Betty.
I don't know what Betty is, but we'll find out. I thought it might be like a crumble or something.
But you know what? The mood on board is not so bad, I don't think. Considering it being missed port, people seem to be kind of getting on with it, which is good.
Yeah, like I wonder if people had maybe done. Look, there was a few like miserable-looking faces at the start of it, but I wonder if people have kind of like we knew it was coming. To be fair, I think maybe people had done their research and knew that St Peter Port was a more difficult one to get into. So
yeah, but we've had a nice morning. We were just literally sat out the back, enjoyed a bit of sun.
Yeah,
when it wasn't gusting and blowing and we were cold.
Yeah, like when it's windy, it's cold, but yeah. July.
Yeah. Now we're gonna have some lunch, and then probably just do more of the same, I guess.
Take it easy.
Yeah. Who doesn't love a bit of panpipes with their lunch? I think this soundtrack might be from when the ship was first launched.
Hello everyone. I've got pudding.
And I went for the piece of brownie with some raspberry sorbet.
Your brownie looks nice.
It does. And then we're going to walk around the prom deck if we can to burn some of it off. So
yeah, it looks like an apple crumble.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I would say so.
Oh, cool.
Don't know how to kind of. I'm just going to dip this and throw that in there.
Walk up to me, start dancing to the music and the chase. Like this was meant to be. Take my hand, I feel my heart beat. I don't
So we're just doing a few laps of the prom deck to make a little bit of effort, because on a sea day, it's very easy, I think, just to sit around and eat.
Yeah. We need to aid digestion so that we can eat more in a bit.
Yes. If you've caught our previous cruise series, when we went on Morello Explorer 2, you might be thinking every cruise always has missed ports. Now, based on people we spoke to in the hot tub earlier, a woman was saying that she's done loads of cruises and only ever missed, I think, one port, did she say?
Yeah, and like
Your mum and Gary?
Yeah, our family and friends seem to not miss ports, just us really.
Yeah. So please don't be put off and think you're going to have missed ports. And if you do, as we're doing, you just get on with it, don't you? Like,
Yeah.
best just to clarify for you, it doesn't always happen, so I'm told. Oh, this is much nicer on this side.
Yeah. The sun's nice here.
Oh, yes.
Well, there's an island over there. Please tell me that's not the Isle of Wight or something already.
Yeah, it could be. We've done a 3-day cruise around the Isle of Wight.
Could that be one of the Channel Islands?
It could be this
that
little...
one. But which Channel Island is that? Would that be Alderney or Sark?
I mean, I can't see any sign saying welcome to.
Oh, yeah, because you can see some more land
yes.
over there, so... Which would probably... Oh, I don't know. The thing is, like, if we had a balcony cabin
Yes.
now, like, we wouldn't sit on it, I don't think, for long
Well,
periods of time.
If we had a balcony cabin, it would probably be on the other side of the ship.
Yeah. It would definitely be on the side of the ship that's in the shade,
Yeah.
freezing.
Yeah, so if you look at this, this is, you can't obviously see, but you get the feel. It's blue skies, it's like, there's a little breeze, but it's a bit warmer. On the other side is where the wind is just hitting the ship.
I don't feel like the ship is rocking anywhere near as much as it was earlier, though.
Oh no, earlier it was. The ship was a rocking, don't come a knocking. So we've come up to the crow's nest, which I really like it up here.
It's such a nice place to chill out.
It's like casual, comfy, sophistication almost.
I'm very sophisticated. I
See,
know.
and yet they let us in.
I know. Sorry.
I'll give that way on the internet for free. They've got quite a good selection of drinks available in here actually, including cocktails. We are going to try both of the exclusive P&O drinks. So that's a Maribel gin. So Maribel means Star of the Sea, inspired by the Isle of Iona. And I'm going to try the Golden Tide rum. Now both of those are available to buy in the shops here as well, but yeah, so if I really like it, I could still go and get a bottle.
We don't need any more alcohol at home.
But we could take it away with us to Centre Parks.
We could take one of the many bottles we've already got at home away to Centre Parks.
So both of those are, a single measure is £4.85 and a double is £7.45. So a double measure of something like £7.50, I don't know. Is that good for pub prices? So a mixer of Diet Pepsi or Pepsi is £2.30. I might drink it neat. I won't drink it neat.
They only charged £1 for your Pepsi.
Oh, okay. So not the
They
£2.40.
just called it a splash.
Oh.
But mine was £2.35 for the tonic.
For that.
£2.35 bargain.
You can probably buy like a 6-pack of those.
I know.
That's a good spice rum.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, I like that a lot. Do you want to try?
Yeah, let's give it a go.
Only a small sip.
It's expensive, sis.
Is exactly.
It is very spiced. There's a lot of flavour in there.
Yeah.
Let's see what this gin and tonic's like. Just sounds like gin and tonic.
Is it? Is it quite?
Yeah.
But then you've not got a stirrer or anything.
Maybe I'm just drinking tonic.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a subtle gin. It's not as strong. But yeah, it's all right. I prefer mine.
So it is just half an hour until the Euros quarter-final when England are playing Sweden.
Switzerland.
When England are playing Switzerland. And it is being shown, I think, in 4 venues on board. And as we walked through about an hour ago, people were already getting their seats. So we are going to hopefully get in a hot tub.
Yeah, we're hoping everywhere's going to be quiet.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
that's
please all go and watch the football.
That is the hope, that's the plan. So we're going to go and have a final trip to the pool before we come back and get ourselves ready for dinner tonight. Mm-hmm. Our sea day today it's probably dragged a little bit, hasn't it, if we're honest?
Yeah, look, we have like had a nice day, but it just at points has been a little bit boring. So, but that's partly down to us because we didn't bring a book or anything with us because we're like, we'll have a day exploring the ship, and then we'll have a day in Guernsey, and then we're going home. So lesson learned for us: just bring a book or whatever with you anyway. So
I mean, there is a library on board. I did suggest we could go and look in there for something, but I think the book's all a bit old. Anyway, to the pool. 15 minutes till the football. Ooh. Did he have plate of food?
I know, that was all.
Cheers.
Delicious. I want more.
I've got to say, your lamb shank looks pretty good.
It all looks good. Oh.
Back in the room now for the last evening. I'm ready to get to bed very soon. It's coming up to 10 p.m.
We have been up since before 6, to be fair.
We have. But we ended the evening in the Crow's Nest, which has definitely been my favourite bar/place to hang out on the ship.
Yeah, the ambience just as we were leaving was like so nice, and because it's starting to get dark outside, all the lights are coming on, and you know, you're kind of getting a feeling of how it would be in the winter when it gets dark.
Yes.
Early, really nicely done.
So Crow's Nest, definitely the one that we've been spending most time in.
Yeah.
So before that, we went to Sindhu, and Sindhu was the restaurant that I know I was definitely most looking forward to going to for dinner on board.
Yeah.
I think you were as well. So Sindhu, I think, has a really good menu.
Yeah.
The food was delicious and really nicely done.
Excellent. Everyone was really friendly, but you know, like we didn't get offered drinks, like the water was never being topped up.
Yeah, we were literally like...
just left, basically.
Neglected, you might say.
Yeah. No, but like apart from them bringing us food, you know, and then we had to ask for the drinks menu again, but no one ever come and took our orders out, and then someone just come and took the drinks menus away.
Yeah. You can't have those. Offer those.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't very busy in there at the time either. So there were plenty of staff in, and the staff were all friendly enough, but the service we received was really poor.
It was lacking, yeah.
So hopefully that's just our experience. Hopefully if you went, then it would be different. And of course, Sindhu is one of P&O's like signature restaurants, which is on most of their ships, if not all of them. So obviously if you're on a different ship, then you get to have all the nice food and hopefully better service.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was like bittersweet, I guess, because on the one hand, delicious, such good Indian food, just let down by the service.
Yeah. But we'd still go back again.
Yeah. And the bill in Sindhu came to, so the food bill came to £17. That's because we'd already paid, or £14. I think it came to £14. That was because we'd paid £10 deposit each in advance. And because we had booked our table prior to getting on board, you then get a 20% discount saving off all the items, which was a pretty good saving.
Yeah, it was like, you know, I can't really complain at that at all. It was like an excellent saving. And if I'm honest, I would say you need to book it before you get on here anyway, because there's no availability when you get on here. So.
Like yesterday when we were sat outside, we did see plenty of people trying to get a table and they couldn't.
Yeah, and we got talking to some ladies earlier in the hot tub and they tried to get a table and they couldn't. Like, you can't even be like, oh, okay, well, I'm happy to come in at an unsociable time to get it. There's just no availability. So
if you want Sindhu, book it in advance when you can, and hopefully you'll also get a 20% saving as well. So now, we haven't done any packing or anything yet. We are going to do the self-disembarkation tomorrow morning, which means we need to be off the ship between 7:30 and 8:15 in the morning. We're not yet back at Southampton. We are still in the English Channel, heading towards the Isle of Wight, aren't we? But we will carry on this tomorrow just to show you disembarkation, and when we get home, we'll tot up all the costs of all the drinks that we've had on board, let you know how much that came to, and just like our final thoughts, I guess.
Yeah.
So don't go anywhere, and we will see you in the morning. Beautiful. Who's that we spy down there? Is that Iona? At least they've gone somewhere. They've probably seen something. They've seen things.
Unlike us.
So the Horizon buffet was open earlier today. I guess because of people getting off and just all of that. So we were able to have some breakfast, which I really didn't need. I mean, it's the best viewership we've had of the whole time.
Yeah. It is funny because obviously we don't have any chance to see it.
Yeah. Bye, Aurora. Oh, I've had a nice time.
Yeah, I've had a really nice time on our cruise to nowhere.
Yeah. 3 days and cruise to nowhere, and we've made it back to the car. Self-disembarkation was so easy. I was thinking it didn't even take 5 minutes. We literally left our cabin, followed the instructions to the atrium, and came straight off the gangway, walked past all the cases, straight out, collected our keys to the car, and done. So
there's people everywhere as well. You can't really go wrong.
Yeah,
so
really easy. And then you're not having to wait, you're not having to pack your case the night before. So I think that's definitely something we will do again.
100%.
But
yeah.
we're now back in the car, so let's get on the road, get back home, collect Harper, and then give you our final thoughts.
Yeah.
So we are now home. We have been home a little while since getting off the ship. It's now the end of August. So I don't know why. I feel like we did this last time we did a cruise as well. We were like, oh, we'll finish off when we get home, and then we get home and we get the washing on and just knackered.
You just get back into your normal life really quickly, don't you? I mean, I'm not sure if it was a cruise, but we've definitely done it before.
Yeah. So it is now the end of August. In fact, little sneak, the cases are back out because in just a few days' time we're going up to Gatwick, before we then go off to Walt Disney World and Universal in Orlando. So that is going to be the next videos after this one. And hopefully I won't be quite so behind on the editing. I know this has taken quite a long time to get through these ones. But we are going to wrap up and give you our final thoughts on
our cruise, our experience with P&O, the ship, all of those things. But first of all, I've got the onboard spend statement. So the total amount for the two of us that we spent on board the ship was £220. Now that's a 3-day cruise. That's not bad at all, I don't think.
No, I mean, we're not massive drinkers, so like, you know whether your bill's going to be a lot higher than that or not.
Yeah, so £220, that is just for the food and the drink that we had on board. So for food, we spent £50 in total, which included the tiffin lunch that we obviously booked once we were on board, and also a couple of times when we paid extra for, upcharge items on the menu, once in Sindhu and also in the beach house. So that leaves our alcohol and soft drinks bill as £170, or £85 each, which I think is alright, Like, I think some cruise lines would pay a lot more for the amount we drank, and we didn't drink a lot, like you said, but
yeah, but £85. I mean, we would easily spend £85 each on a night out.
Yeah,
like if we just went out locally somewhere. So
I mean, I do, having just editing this video you're watching. It's a bit odd. I do know that like the small mixer of tonic being $220 was expensive. That's really the most rip-offy thing.
Yeah, I can't remember what brand it was. Was it like a
Britvic or something? I think.
Okay, so it's not even like it's a Fever Tree one, but it's not a cheap one either. But yeah, £2.20 may be a little bit steep, but
but on the flip side, having a bottle of wine with dinner came to £29, and I thought that was alright.
And we didn't have the cheapest wine actually, if
No.
you remember. We just not that we really have a clue what we were ordering when it comes to wine, but we didn't go with the cheapest one.
No.
So
I don't even think it was a screw top.
we didn't have to open it though, so it's fine.
So that's how much we spent on food and drink. So if I was going with P&O again, I would be quite happy. I think I'd be quite happy not getting a drinks package and just paying our way.
Yeah, so would I actually. And I remember talking about it while we were there, and things like, sometimes when you've got a drinks package, you just have a drink for the sake of having one, even if you don't want one. And we did find that this way, we only had what we actually wanted.
Yeah.
And that makes it easy when you get back and you're trying to shift the weight you've put on.
Yes. Yeah. However, we have also been previously on an all-inclusive cruise ship with Morella and also had a really good time. So, yeah. But I think with the prices you're paying, if you're not big drinkers, then with P&O, it's not necessarily worth it.
Yeah, I agree.
So, and final thoughts from the cruise. You can go first.
Really enjoyed a cruise with P&O. Really enjoyed the aspect of doing the short cruise. Really enjoyed being on Aurora. So basically, I liked it all. And whilst we didn't get into our port, like, I still had a really good time.
Yeah.
Really good time.
Yeah. I think I really liked Aurora. I like the size of the ship. I like that it was adults only. I will look forward to hopefully sailing on her again after the refit next year and the refurb to see how that goes. But I thought it was a nice amount of places on board. We never struggled to find somewhere to sit down and just either chill or sit down for a drink, which was good.
And the ship was at full capacity as well, so that's important when you be saying those things. So
inside cabin, I would do again. I mean, obviously it's nice to have a window or a balcony or whatever, but that's very much depends on the price. And sometimes you'll see a bargain and you're like, oh yeah, we'll treat ourselves. But for that cruise, I think the inside cabin was fine.
It was absolutely fine. Yeah, I think like it always just depends on the costs, and you know how much you're prepared to spend on that upgrade. When we did it in the Caribbean, it wasn't cheap when we upgraded, but for us actually it was worth it and we didn't regret it. Yeah. So it's a personal decision, isn't it? Yeah.
So since we've come home, I know you've been looking a lot at future cruises. We have not yet booked any new cruises. I'm just checking. We haven't, have we? No, not yet. But we have got some time earmarked at the start of next year where we're considering a cruise, so hopefully we'll find something, or if not, we'll be going somewhere else. But
yeah, that time we're thinking it's going to be a cruise, but we're not 100% sure. And if not, we will be going on more cruises in the future.
Yeah. So that's everything, I think. Yeah.
I guess so. It's not me that's been editing, so I don't know what we've missed.
Yeah. So thank you so much for watching along. Thank you for your patience with quite long periods of time in between the videos this time. As I say, we are literally, today is Thursday, Sunday we're heading up to Gatwick and we'll be starting vlogging for our 10 days over in Orlando. We're very excited. So we've got lots to look forward to. So hopefully, if you just enjoy seeing what we get up to when you know those are coming, if you're not interested in that and you're just here for future cruises, then you know, there will be more to come in the future, definitely.
Yeah.
But for now, thank you very much for watching and we'll see you again soon. Okay, bye.
Bye.